I was told, you was told, we were told by the previous regime that rookies just don't know anything. You can't expect nothing from rookies. That's the reason why we don't play rookies, because rookies just don't know anything. They're almost dumb when it comes to the NFL. They really don't know anything. Hmm. Hmm. Look like they was wrong. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some football, Houston Texans football. Today we're gonna talk about one of the standouts from OTAs. It's a rookie. I know it's OTAs. I know it's they just out there in t-shirts and shorts, but somebody still out there standing out, a rookie, and it was a second round pick. We're gonna break it down, baby. But like I've been telling you on the last couple of videos, if you liking the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you liking the channel, you liking all the videos, you sharing all the videos on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, any social media platform you use. Make sure you share it on those same social media platforms. Also, follow me on social media as well. The links in the description below. We giving away 30 days free Amazon Prime. If you sign up to Amazon Prime, you get 30 days free. Who don't like free stuff? So if you sign up to Amazon Prime, you get 30 days free Amazon Prime. And you know the Texans got a preseason game. I think it's the one against the 49ers is going to be on Amazon Prime. So sign up to Amazon Prime, get your 30 days free. Also, so you can watch the Texans during the preseason, because the game is going to be on Amazon Prime. So you want to be on the lookout for that. So make sure you sign up to Amazon Prime and get your 30 days free. Also, like I said, share this video on all social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe, comment on the videos. If you're liking the content, if you're really liking the content, man, let me know that you're liking the content by doing that type of stuff right there. Now, let's talk about it, because it seems like even though OTAs is, like I said, just t-shirts and shorts and whatever it is, and just organized practice, they really not doing it too much, not hitting obviously and things like that. One of the standouts is Jalen Pitre, the safety Jalen Pitre. And can he be a potential staple when it comes to the secondary? I did a video talking about a future no-fly zone, and people were talking about, man, you putting a whole bunch of pressure on rookies. And I'm saying it's a potential. I'm not saying that they're going to come out there week one against the Indianapolis Colts and there's going to be a no-fly zone with him and Darius Stingley and stuff like that. But do I see the flashes? Do I actually see some real potential? And yes. And it seems like in OTAs, Jalen Petrie is backing it up. And when you hear him talk, you love everything he's saying. He's saying that he's a playmaker. He's saying that he's a guy who wants to be around the football. He also said he's a guy who eat, breathe, and sleep football. Football is first. He don't care about none of this off the field stuff, and none of, he said all that stuff is going to come with if you play well. He said you don't get endorsements and things like that unless you play well. When he say stuff like that, you're like, okay, he's not out here to go out. He's not out here just to get a check. He's not out here to be famous. He out here to play football. When he said what's his biggest contributor, he said is to get his hands on the football. He said he loves to play at the line of scrimmage. He loves to be around the football. He wants to make plays on the football. He wants to hit who has the football. He wants to take the football out the air. He wants to hit the quarterback with the football. He wants to make plays, and that's all he wants to do. And when you hear somebody say stuff like that, you can't not even get excited. You can't help but get excited about that. And shout out to my boy Wise, because Wise keeps telling me all the time that he's gonna be a better player than Kyle Hamilton. I don't agree with that. I had Kyle Hamilton as my highest rated player, let alone highest rated safety, highest rated player going into this draft, and because I thought he was a unicorn. Jalen Pitre is not far from low. I don't think he was a top highest rated player. Obviously, he went second round, but I do think he was I think he was a very skilled guy, and he was the next best safety on the board. So I was extremely excited with us drafting Jalen Pitre at the safety position. But Wise keeps telling me that he's going to be better than Kyle Hamilton. Me and my boy Wink, shout out to my boy Wink, we both disagree that Kyle Hamilton is that dude when it comes to safety position. But the opportunities that Jalen Pitre is going to have, and then also having a corner like Darius Stingley, who's a playmaker himself, who's a ball hawk himself, is going to allow, I think, Jalen Pitre to freelance and do some stuff. I think that actually both of them, because of the other, are going to be able to allow each other to freelance and do other things. Then also having a defensive-minded coach like Lovey, who I think can mix and match things and come up with a whole bunch of things to help them. Now, obviously, this pass rush got to get better. I mean, you need Jonathan Gennard to get 10 plus sacks. You need Ross Blacklock to step up. You need Roy Lopez to take that next step. You need Christian Harris, who the other day was out there running with the ones. You need Christian Harris to step up and it'd be a good rotation piece. You need Gruger Trio to do his part. You need some of these other guys. I can't think of the other linebacker name as well. But you need some of these other guys to step up and start doing. You need these guys to step up and start doing a little bit more things. You also see that what's his name? Not Waddle. Is it Waddle? Is it not Jalen Waddle? What is his name? The linebacker we got from TCU last year. I can't think of his name. It's gonna bother me to think of his name. But you see him the other day. I think his last name is Waddle, but what is his first name? It's not Jalen. He was out there running with the first teams. Him and Christian Harris both out there running with the first team. So we'll see exactly what they can do. But we need some of those guys to get some of those pass rushing to help out both Darius Stingley and Jalen Pitre. And I think that Jalen Pitre could have he has ball taking skills as well. And I think that he does have the potential and the capability to actually be one of those game-changing safeties. Something that you've seen in Justin Reed early on. Like you've seen in Justin Reed his rookie year when he had Honey Badger, he had Kareem Jackson around him, how he made the play on the game-changing play, the pick six at Washington. And he also how he made the play against Cleveland when Baker Mayfield really threw a touchdown. He knocks the ball out at the goal line and forces the fumble. And then also the play he makes against Leonard Fournette on the goal line to stop the two-point conversion. And like he made a lot of game-changing plays his first 2 years, and he looked like should be on this trajectory to be an impact safety. And I think a lot of things was thrust on him because of how you did the defense and things like that, and that's the reason why he took a step back. Mostly, you got rid of Honey Badger. Mostly, you got rid of Kareem Jackson. You let both of those guys walk. I think those were the detriment to Justin Reed. I think obviously Stingley is going to be here because him and Stingley are coming in at the same time, so Stingley is going to be here. I think also having Desmond King in the slot, and also the reports is that Desmond King has only played slot receiver. Again, I know it's OTAs, but he's only been with the slot receiver coaches and only been out there in packages with the slot receivers, not really been doing anything with the other corners, which is good. Let him play his role. If you have these guys at their specific role, have those guys at their specific role, they'll be able to do exactly what to do and be able to maximize their talent and maximize their capabilities. So when you see things like that, I definitely think that Jalen has the potential to be an impact safety. And I think on this team, he could be one of those next safeties. And I know we still have Eric Murray. So you're going to have to find a way to fix that of the safety spot. I understand that. Trust me, I definitely understand. You're going to have to find a way to fix the other safety spot. If it is Jonathan Owens, if it is Tremaine Williams, the one who used to have 24 before Stingley got it from him. I think it's Tremont Williams. If it is one of those guys who could do something in safety, I doubt it. I definitely doubt it. I think the safety is going to be opposite. Jalen is going to be the opposite. Jalen is going to be on. Is basically still playing college or is on another roster at this point in time. But I think he has the capability of being an impact. I'm saying you hear Lovey have glowing things to say about him, and then the reports from everybody, not just Lovey. You got the people who are watching like all the like the Mark Bermans and things of that nature, and other guys. They are out here exactly hyped about Jalen Pitre, and he's standing out. He's standing out. You hear the same thing with Dre when he's saying something. The guy is standing out. Again, I understand it's OTAs because I know people going to be in the comments. Man, it's just after OTAs. It's just practice, man. I understand that. I understand what it is. But for him to look good at rookie minicamp, for him to look good at OTAs, it's a start. You rather him look good than look bad, because if you're out here looking bad, we're going to be talking about, he looked trash. So he's out here looking good. I mean, you have, what you call out there in Tennessee, out there out of shape for the first couple of days. You know, you hear that type of stuff, and then they try to speak about, it was this, it was that. He good. He came back the next day and caught 3 touchdowns. Like, okay, so if you're gonna point out the good, we're gonna point out the bad as well, and vice versa. If we point out the bad, we're gonna point out the good as well. So when you look at what Jalen Petrie is doing and everything, the glowing things that are coming about Jalen Petrie, you can't do nothing but be excited. I mean, you can sit up there and say all you want to what it is, and I understand that. Like I said, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, knowing that the situation that they haven't put on pass, they haven't practiced against other players and other teams, they haven't hit any preseason games, haven't hit any regular season games, definitely haven't hit any postseason games, so we don't know yet exactly what he'll do in an actual game setting. But for what the information that we've gotten so far, We should be happy with it. I'm happy with it. I want more. I want to do more. It's like as long as he's not out there looking trash, he ain't there looking garbage out there. He's out there looking good. He's impressing. That's all you can ask for at this moment in time. You can't do nothing better than to stand out in a good way. It's obviously if you stand out in a bad way, that's different. But you can't do nothing more but to stand out in a good way. So for him to get to the point that he's standing out in a good way, that's a great thing. That's a great look. I'm happy for that. So since he's doing that, like I said, that does not do anything but look like we're going in the right direction. And I think that he's going to be that dude at safety. I think he's going to be that lead at safety. And when I had issues with him picking the number 42, my man, that's an ugly number. But seeing him in practice, the 42 actually looks right. It actually fits him. He looked like he's right at 42. Now, he probably would end up changing his number. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes down to a single digit or a 20 number or a 30 number when the roster trims down. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I actually kind of hope he don't. I actually hope he stays for it too. I actually hope he, because it looks like that's a good safety number for him, and it looks like it's a number where he can come out there and wreck shop. I say he's a hard hitting safety, a guy who makes plays on the football, who says he wants to make plays on the football as far as forcing turnovers and taking the ball away. And we know that's something that Lovey defense loves to do. We look at his defense out there with the Chicago Bears, and you look at the turnaround he did this past season, and you get two guys, a corner and a safety. Their specialty is forcing turnovers. Their specialty is taking the ball away. So when you put those things together, it has a recipe not only for success, but substantial success. It has a recipe for potential superstar stardom. In my opinion, when you got guys in the secondary taking the ball away at a high clip, those are guys that you make household names. Those are guys who are linchpin guys who you build your defense around. And I think those are the superstar type of guys that you want, the superstar type of guys that you need, and the superstar type of guys that you start, like I say, building your team around. And I definitely think the Texans are going in the right direction from a defensive standpoint. Also from other standpoints as well, from some of the decisions that they've been making over the past couple of weeks in the past couple of months. Like obviously the draft, like I said, I have no issue when it comes to the draft. And just the things that they're going about the OTAs. Like Andre said himself the other day, he loves the way that Lovey is doing the OTAs. He said he don't miss it because he'd rather watch. He said he can watch all day. He ain't trying to be out there. But he loves the way that Lovey's going about it. And I think that Lovey's creating an environment that people want to come. I think Bill O'Brien had an environment that people didn't want to come to play and didn't want to come to practice. And that's why you had Hopkins and Clowney and other guys didn't practice the way you probably wanted them to practice, because he made an environment that who wants to come to practice. And then last year with David Culley, David Culley was such a joke. It wasn't that like you didn't believe anything, that you didn't believe anything he said. Like you couldn't take him seriously. I think Lovey has the credentials that you take Lovey serious as a head coach, but it's an environment that you want to come in, and I think that's going to do well and it's going to pay dividends off of the team. Not so much this season. Still don't think they're going to win a whole bunch of games this season, but again, building blocks, and you're building in the right direction. And I definitely think that Jalen has the potential to be a next, not just a linchpin type of safety, a guy who can be a potential Pro Bowler a couple times, possibly second team, first team All-Pro caliber player. And when you hit that with the second round pick, that's paying huge dividends. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click the bell, get more videos. I holla.